Hello everyone and welcome to week 6, I want to say 6, I'm pretty sure it's 6 of the VBLS. We are in the cross-pool playoffs. We are in the cross-pool playoffs. I am playing against the one, the only Sly of the Seattle Swellows from the lovely city of Seattle. I actually have no idea if they're actually from Seattle. They could be from Washington for all I know. That's from elsewhere in Washington, or even outside of Washington for all I know. Some people are just very dishonest. Personally, I live in the city of Shalonsbait, which if you're unaware of it, that's just because you're not a very cultured person, probably. I just always found the sports teams things to be pretty weird. Their team is terrifying. So they're, I think, 2-3, and I'm 3-2. I need to win at least one of my last 2 games to make playoffs because Camera lost. I think just like a strong. I need to win. I only need to win one of my last 2 games to make playoffs, I believe, because Camera lost and they were 2-3, and now they're 2-4. So if I can be 4-3, something, I'm 3-2. So if I can go 1-1, I make playoffs. More would be better. Just kind of how it is. This is not a great matchup for Palafin because their team is so goddamn strong that I think if I switch Palafin out to get the switch, to get like the change of form, I think I would just lose. Like, Palafin is good here, but I think I would literally just lose the game on the turn that I made that switch. The team is incredibly aggressive, but then also incredibly able to preserve its pieces. Grimmsnarl is an amazing support piece as a Farigiraf for that sort of a team. Baxcalibur is terrifying, Espathra is terrifying, Corviknight is very strong, Drednaw and Donphan are annoying, Arcanine has its place in the matchup. So the main benefit I have is that turn 0 I'm faster than everything. That said, the Espathra can be faster, also they can interdict my fake out the Farigiraf, so I have to keep that in mind. I didn't want to go in Covert Cloak. I don't remember why. I made a lot of decisions. I think I've changed one of these. I should look at the team in the builder. I changed this to Terra Psychic. Terra Steel is just the default. Like this I could change the Terra for. I don't know what I would change it to. This Terra Bug is very intentional. The Terra Psychic is so I can do more damage with Psychic. But yeah, it's just like heart attack and stuff. I am just slowly dying. So the idea is the standard Salazzle Jolteon. I can Acid Spray and do damage. I've got the options for dual screens with Goodra and Bronzong, both with defensive boost from Acid Armor and defense, and with then like the Acid Spray or the Dragon Pulse. So with the Acid Spray and Dragon Pulse, I can get through the team by scaling them down, and with Iron Defense Body Press, I can get through the team by scaling myself up. And then Lokix has that initial burst of damage. Helping Hand can also help Salazzle make damage themselves. Encore can be very, very effective at disruption. And then I've got Thunder Wave. But I can only play it if I'm not thinking a draft is going to come in, because Armor Tail does block it. Let me send them the challenge. I wish I'd bring one of my VGC analysis and demonstration teams. It's a brand new world. Game 1. Kelly. This is not an open team sheets leak, but yeah. Everyone who rejects open team sheets instead of just letting it go to game 1 is a coward. Yeah, Grimmsnarl, Drednaw. Okay, Grim doesn't get Rain Dance. Baxcalibur is interesting. No, Sparthra is good. Question mark. Terra Bug gives me some resist that I don't remember. Ground, I guess? I don't know why I'm Terra Bug. No Pokemon is naturally a Steel type, so I can Acid Spray all of them. I'm just going to default to the... I am going to default to the... Jolteon Salazzle lead. And then just go with the more offensive variant of the team where I have Bronzong to ensure against Trick Room. I think that's the plan. I wish it might Terra on this. Did made it like a rock resist. Terra Steel maybe. Though obviously Terra Steel's got its own issues. Yeah. My opponent has not. I'm not the Jordan VGC. Terra Dark, Terra Blast. I'm tempted to encore the Grimmsnarl, expecting them to go for like Fake Out or something. But they might switch in Farigiraf. Kind of just want to Acid Spray and Thunderbolt the Baxcalibur slot. If they Terra Ground, that's bad, but they didn't bring any ground immunities. And normally you do that because you want to Earthquake against a ground immunity. They went for Scary Face. So they Earthquake. The Glaive Rush. Okay. They can't drop my speed with this. Gonna encore the Grimmsnarl. And first impression, the Baxcalibur. Yep. Which slot do they Scary Face? Salazzle, okay. Get a Flamethrower and Protect. I'm not Sucker Punch on the set, right? No. Let's see if they double switch. They did not. Let's see if I get the KO. I did. This position is awkward as all hell. Terra Bug doesn't keep me, it doesn't help my positioning into Arcanine that much. I assume it went for Spirit Break or Dazzling Gleam on the Dark Pulse turn. Sorry, the turn I made it encored. If this is physical, I think I can win. If it's special, I'm not sure that I can. Depends on what their last one is as well. So, how do I win best? Iron Defensing through it, right? And how do I best position myself to Iron Defense through it? Probably by encoring Grimmsnarl. Maybe encoring Arcanine? Because they should definitely be slower. And I'm going to Sucker Punch the Arcanine as well. Bulldoze. Interesting. That could be... okay. 4x resist, but that happens sometimes. I'm going to protect an Iron Defense. Sorry, Terra into not being weak to... I'm going to Terra so that I am no longer weak to Fire. And then combine that with another Sucker Punch into the Arcanine. 60%, that's pretty good. Do they die to recoil now as a result of my crit? No. And that's pretty... Okay, yeah, that's probably game. Leftovers, interesting. I'm just gonna Psychic the Arcanine. I expect to die. I didn't go for Iron Defense. Okay. I might not die. If they're knockoff, probably die. Yeah. I don't know, I probably should have stuck with Psychic to not reveal the body press, but... Oh well, that's game. Their team is just like impossible for me to beat that. I don't feel like I have options. Okay, I'm gonna lead the Lokix this time. Because he's faster than Baxcalibur, and if they lead Baxcalibur, I'm going to U-turn into that slot, which means I want the defensive backbone. I think I might go like this, and then try and set a screen up and get the U-turn off. They revealed all of their moves on Grimmsnarl. I noticed my opponent was not saying good luck. And yet I still got that Sucker Punch. Okay. So what the fuck? Okay. Okay, we see something. We see the Drednaw. I'm gonna Thunder Wave it and U-turn into the Grim. Should be faster than Grim. That's their max speed, and I'm pretty sure they had some bulk. Yeah, it's about what you expect out of that position. Right? That's just not feeling like a great time, to be honest. Well, let's see. It's a fair trade. Don't protect. Good life tube. I expect them to Spirit Break this slot, but they might go for Taunt. If I'm lucky. They did not go for Taunt. Oh my god, and the crit! Okay, well that is not going to go well for me. I think that's very likely game. Okay! Okay! Yeah, sure. Like, I don't know. Is it worth playing out? There's no out, and I'm just gonna feel like shit if I play this out. Like, this matchup feels crap. The team feels pretty middling. And that just feels really gross. Because that does what, 5 times, 6 times as much damage or something? No, it's 3 times as much damage. So it would have done, instead of doing 88, it would have done a third of that, which is, what, less than 30%? And the 2 flinches in a row is pretty gross. I don't know. Would that, I think that's less damage than if they had done the pre and then the post. I don't know, I can't go into anything. I don't have decisions I can make that are impactful. Like whatever, I play for everything missing, just for differential, right? Alright, now we get to see if they have a Farigiraf. If they do, they should probably bring it out now. They do. I think I'm still faster. So I'm just gonna Iron Defense and U-turn into the Drednaw slot. Could Terra Bug. I should probably have Terra Bugged. Well, let's see if they get the move off. They don't. I'm gonna body press that slot and protect. Oof, that's a lot of damage. Guess I should have doubled. I'm dead. Both slots. They should be able to get a one-hit KO with both of these slots because I'm Terra Bug, so I don't get that much value out of it. Yeah, I should have U-turned. I think if I U-turned that slot, I had an out. I think I won, but I had an out. I was Terra Steel at one point, and it turns out that would have been better. Oh well. I should go for differential. Doesn't really mean anything. It's just, I don't know, these last 2 series have not been enjoyable. It just feels like I haven't been, like, even bothered, like, you know, it's like a formality that I'm playing the game, which is a bad feeling. Because I don't think it really mattered what slide brought. I just lost the series. Oh, there we go. That was the game. Sorry if it was disappointing. I just, you know, there was no matchup really that I had. You know, most of the decisions both of us made good. Yeah. Did I play Firat the previous week as well? Did I just have like 3 low agency games in a row? Sorry, I need to schedule for SV. Yeah, I did. It's just dumb. Like, you know, Firat went to great lengths to throw the game that they did and had bad luck and then lost a single game. And it's like, okay, well that's how series go, you know, like. I'm uploading. I don't know how I made different decisions. It seems like all of the reads I had going into the series were right, and despite having made the reads, I lost pretty resoundingly. So I don't know. What do I do differently? Just draft a different team with, you know, my opponents not being as capable of getting absurd drafts. Is that the plan? Because, you know, I had to prep for a Spathra on top of all of this, and like, it just did not feel fun. You know, I'm glad Drednaw got to do stuff. It's cool for it. I wish the stuff it was doing wasn't doing Rock Slide for fairly negligible damage, but flinches, you know, Spore move and whatnot, even a +2 stab. Yeah. I don't know, leave a comment about how I can just be less terrible at the game, and hopefully I will improve. I'm playing Dan and the Alexandria Arcanines next week. I'm hoping that will be more fun. I haven't really looked at the matchup, but like I didn't even bother doing mocks for this week because there just was no, I didn't feel like I had an out. I dug it. Like, even in the situation where I had gone for the attack into Farigiraf, which I was considering doing, I probably still lost to Arcanine. I don't know, maybe, yeah. I could have gone for it, maybe I should have gone for it. I thought I made a reasonable decision. And yeah, a lot of it came down to the combination of the Drednaw paralysis and the Drednaw not paralysis stuff, which is just kind of wonderful. Maybe instead of this D-Gleam play, I should have gone for the Reflect. They were attacking me with two... No, I was taunted, so I literally couldn't. Yeah, I don't think I had made decisions that... I think I made correct decisions when I did. The decisions I made were impactful and made the game quote-unquote close, but the game wasn't actually close. And I certainly wouldn't have been advantaged by having had Palafin here. Like, this set shuts down Armarouge pretty damn well. Baxcalibur's damage is just obscene. That mon is really good, except I don't seem to be able to use it well at all. The Arcanine had Bulldoze to give themselves speed control. Were they Kovac? No, they were White Herb to abuse the Bulldoze, I guess. I don't... Maybe Clear Amulet on the... No, there was Life Orb. I don't really know why they were Bulldoze. Maybe I would have won in Trick... I just don't have a Trick Room user, which is a serious flaw with this team, right? The Donphan came, so that if I had brought like a Trick Roomy thing, it would still have been able to do stuff, and I mean, as we saw, it did pretty well. So Slide brought good prep, but I just didn't feel like I had the ability to prep at all in a way that was significant. Because, you know, I lost game 1. Turn 1. That's game 2. And then, you know, like, I just lost overwhelmingly very quickly. I just didn't feel, yeah, I certainly didn't find it very enjoyable. I just find priority immunity abilities to be very unfun to play around, because they remove a lot of the prep that you can do in a game, and are very restrictive on play. I brought a pretty priority heavy Lokix, because otherwise I wouldn't have done anything, and, you know, it was basically not able to do anything, right? It just seems like a flaw in the design that there are just too many of them. Like, it was one thing, you know, they didn't have Bruxish last gen, so they only had Serena and the Indeedis, and then eventually they added in Lele. I'm not even sure if Serena was in the base game, though I think it might have been, but now they've got the Indeedis, Farigiraf, Serena, and Bruxish, and then playing in some leagues where, you know, people draft from, you know, you have 2 draft pools, so then you run into teams that have, like, you know, you play 3 different Indeedis, you play, you know, 2 Serenas, 2 Farigirafs, and a Bruxish, and it's like, okay, that's just the season. I just didn't get to play basically most of that league. It's just, I don't know, feels very unfun. There are some aspects and some teams that I just don't want to play against, and, you know, Slide very much has that team, and Slide has also the history of, you know, which they didn't do in this place, but like running stuff like Bright Powder, which just removed the fun from the game. But I would say, you know, this is a pretty respectable team. And they played it well. It was a good game plan. It was executed well, and I just don't think that I could have done much or anything, because they had the ability to restrict my ability to make relevant decisions, you know, like, it's just not fun. So, yeah, I'm sorry this is down a video. I wish it was just a fun game, but I didn't enjoy it, and I don't know how to fix that. Hopefully, yeah, it's a better game against Dan. I don't really care if I don't make playoffs. I care more about enjoying the series than anything else, you know. And you know what? I'm pretty sure if Sly loses this next week, he doesn't make playoffs, and that would be very funny, because this team should not have lost a game to anything. Like, Tatsdozo wasn't even in their division, you know. Like, the fact that he's lost the game is just absurd to me. Let alone, I think, 3. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Technically both of us are 3-3 now, so.